from this original beginning, from their original beginning, we must completely annihilate the mother tongue of both the new nigger and the new mule, and institute a new language that involves the new life's work of both.
Okay, hey, now look here. Do you know that when they had these slaves here in America, that these black people would be talking, and they would beat them?
Yeah.
Don't you talk that language?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you don't you say that. Don't say that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to speak our language.
That's right.
Take that language. Look here. We must completely annihilate the mother tongue of both the new nigger, because he will uprise now.
Yeah.
He will kill you.
Yep.
And the new mule, and institute a new language. The mule is not going to uprise, but they want the work out of him.
Yeah, stop work.
Yeah. They want him to be able to understand what they're saying to him with the new language that involves the new life's work of both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, please continue.
You know, language is a peculiar institution. It leads to the heart of a people. The more a foreigner knows about the language of another country, the more he is able to move through all levels of that society. Therefore, if the foreigner is an enemy of the country, to the extent that he knows the body of the language, to that extent is the country vulnerable to attack or invasion of a foreign culture. For example, you take a slave. If you teach him all about your language, he will know all your secrets, and he is then no more a slave, for you can't fool him any longer. And being a fool is one of the basic ingredients of and incidents to the maintenance of the slavery system.
Oh me, oh me, oh me.
Being a fool is one of the basic ingredients of and incidents to the maintenance of the slavery system. Yeah, and I think that if you don't remember anything else, you have to remember that.
And this paragraph here, this little sentence right before you got to that. For example, you take a slave.
Mm-hmm.
If you teach him all about your language, he will know your secrets. Look here, they let him know what they were talking about. But do you know that they would, I have heard my grandmother say that they had cut off a black man's hand for picking up a book.
Mm-hmm.
See, my great-grandmother, Miss Lizzie Reed, was a slave.
Mm-hmm.
She was a slave until she was 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And she told my grandmother stories, and a black man picked up a book. They don't want you to have no knowledge.
No.
No, he picked up a book, and one fella had picked up a Bible, and looking through the Bible. And they cut off his hands. And see, you understand it here. For example, you take a slave. If you teach him all about your language, now all you were teaching him is to work and to come here and to go and to pick cotton. But if you teach him all about your language, that's the key, he will know all your secrets. And he is then no more a slave, for you can't fool him any longer.
Absolutely.
And being a fool is one of the basic ingredients of and incidents to the maintenance of the slavery seasons. Ladies and gentlemen, these are some of the reasons of why we are the way that we are. These are some of the reasons. But I would like to iterate in closing that the white man doesn't bear all the blame. Please let me repeat this. The white man doesn't bear all the blame. We sold ourselves into slavery. We sold ourselves into slavery. What manner of people are we? What manner of people are we? Today our so-called leaders are selling us and pushing us further into darkness. Today, our so-called leaders are selling us and pushing us greater into darkness. What manner of people are we? Heaven oh, heaven oh, heaven oh. Miss Rucker?
Yes.
Miss Jefferson Rucker, I'd like to thank you.
Thank you, and heaven oh.
You've done a wonderful job, and I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much.
You're certainly welcome. Thank you for asking.
Oh, you're welcome. And my little daughter, see, she's still humped over there. My little producer daughter, huh? You and I on the camera. Thank you, Mrs. Cornelia Matthews Webster. Thank you.